affliction, faithful in prayer, share with God's people who are in need, practice hospitality. It's Romans 12 through 13. This verse describes, along with these sources, examples of how the missionaries are continually living out their lives in the Dominican Republic. I'm going to give you a tribute speech to all the missionaries who work with Mana Global International in the Dominican Republic by telling you the obstacles that the missionaries face, the selfless lives they live, and the benefits there to society. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. It's from Michael Jordan. If you live life in the Dominican, life in the Dominican is full of roller coasters. We have days where kids just will not be quiet at school. We have days when one of them will surprise you with their thoughtfulness. There are days that we just want to forget about, and some that we never want to lose memory of. That was from Chad Minette. He is a missionary in the Dominican who is a mentor, and he's also a teacher. The home life of the children in the Dominican can really affect how they are at school and how they relate to the teachers and just how they are and act. And so the missionaries have to accept this, and they have to try to work around it so that they can really, work with the kids and really get across to them like what they're trying to teach them and all of that. And so it's definitely a problem. It's definitely something that they have to work around and push through, an obstacle. But from my own personal experience in the Dominican, I was able to see really just the struggles that they face when they're trying to minister to these children, and just how really it's hard sometimes to be on the same page and to get across what they're trying to teach them. Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You only need a heart full of grace, the soul generated by love, and you can be that servant. That's from Martin Luther King Jr. God has put a desire in her heart, and a calling on her life to leave her current life in Nashville, Tennessee behind to serve the Dominicans as a missionary and science teacher starting in August 2013. That's about Sarah Gary, who's going to be a missionary in August, and she's leaving her life and she's leaving everything behind just to go serve. And that's my second point about is just the selfless servants that they are to these children, to the community there. Moving to a foreign land, it's just really hard just to leave your family and to leave everybody behind and just the comfortableness that you have here in the States. And it's just hard to take that plunge. But as I mentioned before, I've been to the Dominican and seen the things that they have to work with and all the stuff that they struggle with. And it's just really hard to just imagine yourself picking up and moving and leaving everybody you love and going to a country where you don't know the language and you don't know, what's down the road or the people down the road. And so it's just hard to imagine, and I know it would be really hard if I were to have to go and do that. And so these missionaries live this life and put everyone else before themselves, and it's just they're pure and selfless, and there's people that just what they do is really selfless. But therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of age. That's Matthew 28:19 through 20. Jeff Reese, who is a recent addition to the mission team, he says that I love how God has a plan, and I love even more that his plan has me here in this place. We are on earth for one reason, to make disciples. I am blessed to be a part of this organization that sees this command of Jesus and is living it out. The children, the people of Dominican are just really blessed to get to know these people and to have them to have their willingness to serve and put them first. And it's that's how we should all strive to live our daily lives. And although they're overseas, we don't have to leave like this place to serve people. We can do it like in our own neighborhoods. And I've been lucky enough to personally talk and work with some of these missionaries who are currently there, and I can truly say that I've learned a lot from them, both during the trips that I've taken, and it's just really allowed me to see how their lives and give them a chance to get a glimpse of everything. Love is patient, love is kind, it is not envy, it is not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no records of wrong. 1 Corinthians 13:4-5. I just want to honor these missionaries because they've overcome obstacles every day. They have selfless natures, and they are definitely a benefit to the society. So thank you.